It is the 22nd of September 2023. A very warm welcome to our end of week news bulletin. I am Sergeant Doreen Terubo. The KDF Weekly Bulletin is a show to keep you updated on events undertaken by the Ministry of Defense over the week. In today's bulletin, Defense Cabinet Secretary chairs Friends of the East African Standby Force meeting. National Youth Service Graduate Recruitment Exercise. Warrant Officer Seminar in Embakasi. And Jungle Warfare Training in Beni, Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Honorable Aden Duale, the Defense Cabinet Secretary, chaired a Friends of the East African Standby Force meeting here in Nairobi. The meeting, graced by delegates from the East African Standby Force member states and international partners and organizations, was geared towards bringing together the diplomatic leadership in a bid to discuss the progress and milestones achieved by the institution since its operationalization back in 2014. During the meeting, Honorable Duale highlighted the importance of partnership in matters of peace and security and emphasized the diplomatic weight and experience of over 30 nations represented as critical.
We are all aware that the threats and challenges facing the world are ever changing. We face a complex environment where security threats no longer respect borders, where transnational threats continue to develop, and in this regard, the instruments to address such challenges also need to change. We must rely not only on our own skills and expertise, but also those of our partners and friends.
Echoing the Defense Cabinet Secretary's sentiments, the Director of the Eastern Africa Standby Force Secretariat, retired Brigadier Paul Njema, elaborated the importance of collaboration with the Eastern Africa Standby Force, terming it as a necessity to effectively deterring and resolving the current security situation in our region and the continent as a whole.
The current security situation in our region and on the continent as a whole necessitates a collaborative approach for effective deterrence and resolution. To ensure our ability to respond promptly and efficiently to these threats, it is crucial that we share a unified understanding of our region's security landscape.
Now moving on to matters defense relations, Honorable Aden Duale, the Defense Cabinet Secretary, held a consultative meeting with the officials from the Commission for Administrative Justice, commonly known as the Office of the Ombudsman at the Defense Headquarters here in Nairobi. The Commission officials were led by their chairperson, Honorable Florence Kajuju, who paid a courtesy visit to the CS. Speaking during the visit, Honorable Aden Duale urged the Ombudsman to attend sessions of the court-martial to appreciate the fairness with which Kenya Defence Forces administers cases presented against serving military personnel.
In his address to the Commission for Administrative Justice officials, the CS affirmed that the Ministry of Defense acknowledges and appreciates the place of the independent commission founded under Article 59, Section 4 of the Kenyan Constitution and their mandate of tackling maladministration in the public service. He further informed the officials that the Ministry of Defense has opened its gates for complaints both internally and externally under the existing chain of command anchored in the Kenya Defence Forces Act of 2012.
Similarly, Honorable Aden Duale, Defense Cabinet Secretary, hosted Ms. Rosaline Odede and other officials from the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, who paid him a courtesy visit at the Defense Headquarters here in Nairobi. The leaders discussed a wide range of issues on possible areas of collaboration towards achieving the government's bottom-up economic transformation agenda. And to wrap up this week's Defense Cabinet Secretary engagements, Honorable Aden Duale hosted the Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates to Kenya, His Excellency Dr. Salim Ibrahim bin Ahmed, who paid him a courtesy visit at the Defense Headquarters here in Nairobi. In the meeting with the Ambassador, Defense Cabinet Secretary maintained that Kenya values the cordial relation it has enjoyed over the years with the United Arab Emirates, saying the relationship has enabled the two countries to be strategic partners in a number of sectors of the economy. The two discussed a wide range of issues aimed at enhancing peace and security and explored areas of possible future cooperation for the mutual benefit of the two countries. In other news, the Chief of Defence Forces, General Francis Ogola, officiated the annual KDF Sergeant Major Seminar at the Humanitarian Peace Support School in Embakasi, under the theme One Force, One Mission, with a focused approach towards mentorship and leadership. The seminar brought together Kenya Defence Forces service commanders with KDF Sergeant Major to discuss various aspects of leadership in order to collectively tackle the existing complex security environment.
Leadership is an honor and a privilege to serve. Anytime you are in a position of leadership, remember it's an honor, it's a privilege to serve, and you are accountable. There are people who are looking to you and you are accountable. Hata mimi kama CDF siwezi fanya tu vile nataka because I'm the CDF. I am accountable to the organization that is KDF. I'm accountable to His Excellency the President, the Commander-in-Chief. I'm accountable to the Republic of Kenya, and I'm accountable to the law.
During his remarks, the Army Commander Lieutenant General Peter Mbogo Njeru challenged the Command Sergeant Majors to reflect on the significance of leadership and mentorship in their role as the custodians of training, discipline and tradition within the Kenya Defence Forces.
Let us emphasize on professionalism. We understand what professionalism is. Let us commit ourselves, extra commitment, and then emphasize on discipline as it informs the cornerstone and the fulcrum and the support of KDF.
And now on to matters recruitment. This year's Kenya Defence Forces National Youth Service graduate recruitment has come to an official close, with successful candidates qualifying for various positions at the Embakasi Garrison here in Nairobi. The exercise, overseen by the Assistant Chief of Defence Forces Personnel and Logistics, Major General David Keter, together with the Chief Recruiting Officer, Brigadier Matthew Lenamunai, is part of the ongoing Kenya Defence Forces mass recruitment drive geared towards job creation for the youth and the facilitation of the realization of the government's Vision 2030 of addressing the disconcerting unemployment rates in the country. The exercise targeted NYS graduates with the requisite qualification for the stipulated artisan courses. The recruitment exercise experienced an overwhelming turnout as prospective candidates availed themselves in large numbers, with document verification thoroughly done, with those that reached the required criteria proceeding to the next step of the recruitment exercise.
The turnout this day is very good, and we have quite a good number of prospective candidates.
The 5-day exercise attracted an overwhelming number of aspiring recruits who were taken through a thorough selection process, which included document verification and a comprehensive medical examination in line with the KDF requirements. The documents included original national identification cards, academic certificates, and the official discharge letters from the NYS.
Finally, the Kenya Defence Forces recruitment exercise for the shortlisted tradesmen and women will commence on Monday, 25th September 2023, and the shortlisted candidates are required to report for interviews at Embakasi Garrison. All candidates are reminded that the Kenya Defence Forces recruitment exercise is free to all eligible candidates. Members of the public are warned against engaging in recruitment malpractices and are encouraged to report any recruitment malpractices to the nearest police station or military camps, or call hotline numbers 0726 419 709 or 0726 419 706. Heads of department from the Ministry of Defence visited the Uhuru Gardens National Monument and Museum to familiarize themselves with the facility and appreciate the upcoming Center of Kenyan Culture and Heritage. The heads were received by the director of the facility, Brigadier Oswaldo Pio, who took them through the various galleries, among them the Hall of Arrival, Hall of Witnesses, Tunnel of Martyrs, People of Kenya, the Birth of Kenya, the Military Gallery, among others. The facility, whose vision is to be a central repository of Kenya's history and culture, is mandated to collect, preserve, research, and showcase the country's history for posterity. Colonel Dr. Benjamin Maswili, the Military Ordinariate of Kenya, led the faithful of St. Peter and St. Paul Cathedral Parish in a Thanksgiving Mass celebrating the family harvest at the Defence Headquarters here in Nairobi. Colonel Dr. Maswili emphasized on the importance of unity within families. The Harvest Thanksgiving Mass is also known as the Harvest Festival. It's a celebration of the season for reaping and gathering grain and other grown produce.
Speaking during the event, the Assistant Chief of Defense Forces in charge of personnel and logistics, Major General David Keter, encouraged faithfuls to do more through the guidance of the church teachings in order to gain more from God.
And now we cross borders to the Democratic Republic of Congo, where the Kenya Defense Forces Quick Reaction Force and the Brazilian Jungle Warfare Mobile Training Team, serving under the United Nations Organization Stabilization Mission in the Democratic Republic of Congo, have initiated a rigorous 3-week jungle warfare training course in the heart of Beni in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. The course curriculum covers a wide range of topics, including navigation in dense foliage, survival skills, patrolling techniques, and medical care in austere conditions. The joint training marks a significant milestone in international peacekeeping efforts, showcasing the dedication of the two nations to enhance their capabilities and contribute to the stability of the region. The collaboration aims to harness the strength of both units and promote interoperability in tackling the complex challenges of peacekeeping mission in hostile environments.
Lieutenant Colonel Ambrose Mwabili, the commanding officer of the Kenyan Quick Reaction Force, emphasized the importance of the training program, stating that they hope to become even more effective in their mission of protecting civilians and maintaining peace in the region. Sentiments echoed by his counterpart, the Brazilian commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel João Carlos Duque.
Still in Congo, Kenya Defense Forces Quick Reaction Force and South Africa Battalion, serving under the United Nations Organization Stabilization Mission in the Democratic Republic of Congo, also known as MONUSCO, conducted a joint patrol along the Beni-Eringeti main supply route. The Beni-Eringeti main supply route has long been a focal point of instability and conflict in the region. It serves as a vital lifeline for both humanitarian assistance and movement of goods and services, thus making it crucial to secure the region. Kenya has a long-standing history of contributing troops to international peacekeeping missions, and the Quick Reaction Force unit has received extensive training to handle complex security challenges. The collaboration between troops of the two nations serving under MONUSCO highlights the multinational efforts to bring peace to the Democratic Republic of Congo. Thank you for watching. We look forward to your feedback via our official social media handles and your viewership next Friday for the KDF Weekly Bulletin. I am Sergeant Doreen Kerubo. Goodbye.